Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of August 5th through the 11th, 2024. Before we dive into it, I just want to give a massive shout out and thank you to Li Chen for gifting me my new desk. I was literally needing a new desk. Mine was falling apart, and very serendipitously, they messaged me and were like, "Hey, we're giving away a free desk," and it was great. So thank you for that. I'm gonna link their website down below if any of you guys would like to check out some furniture. We have the Two of Swords coming out in reverse as your first card, Libra. So this is a card of protecting your peace and not wanting to stir the pot, not wanting to get involved in some sort of situation that may be a little bit tricky. However, it is coming out in reverse. So this could be a situation where ignoring what's going on or trying not to get involved might be doing more harm than good. So keep that in mind here. Sometimes it is important for us to speak up. It is important for us to take sides. It is important for us to not necessarily just avoid a challenging debate or a challenging situation for the sake of keeping the peace, you know? Sometimes when we quote unquote keep the peace, it actually causes quite a lot of difficulties. For example, like, let's just, take it completely out of present day context so that way nobody gets offended. Like, let's just say in Nazi Germany, there probably was businesses and people who did not want to speak up against what was happening because they didn't want to stir the pot. They didn't want to lose customers. They didn't want to, they wanted to keep the peace, I guess you could say. But through silence, they allowed more violence. There's a reason why silence and violence rhyme. So sometimes it is important to speak up for ourselves. It is important to share our opinions, and it is important for us to tell people like, hey, this is not right, or what you're doing is not right. And if you have a friend, for example, who gets extremely offended and stops being your friend because you speak out on something that's bothering you or on something that you feel like they should really know, they're not really a real friend. And you wouldn't be a real friend if you just kept your mouth shut towards something that you really, really want to speak up on. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't be afraid of losing people via giving your honest opinion. And now there's a line here, guys. Don't be obnoxious, don't be rude. And it also depends on what is happening. The Two of Swords, when it's upright, does have some value of like just letting other people resolve their own issues, not getting involved. Like, there is a value to that, but it's all about balance. You also don't want to keep your mouth shut to the detriment of your own mental health and to a situation. So use your intuition here when it comes to when you should speak out, when you shouldn't. But if there's something really bothering you, speak out about it, We have the Moon coming out upright. Yeah, this is a card of not knowing where the future is going to take you, but trying to listen to your intuition when it keeps guiding you forward in the right direction. And, with the Moon, when we move towards what our intuition is trying to guide us towards, there could be a lot of fears associated with that may cause us to delay in taking action on our intuition. So, for example, I always like to say, what is the list of things in your head that you would like to do, or that you keep saying, I should do this, I should do that? That is your intuition talking. But, whatever is causing you to not take action, to delay, whatever your, however, so-and-so, whatever that is your fear that's coming from the subconscious that you may be projecting onto your intuition and avoiding moving forward with it. I hope that makes sense. But try to keep that in check. We have the Queen of Coins coming out in reverse here. Okay. So this could take us back to what we were talking about here about keeping the peace, and choosing silence is choosing violence. Queen of Pentacles is, when it's in reverse, someone who is very greedy or selfish, kind of stuck in their way of thinking. They have an older fashioned way of thinking that is very not productive at all. If this is someone you're working with, this could be somebody who is not a good leader. They just boss people around, but they're not qualified to be in a position of managing other people, and they might not even know what they're talking about, or they just have a very old-fashioned view on work that is really detrimental to the wellness and well-being of the people they're working with and collaborating with. This doesn't even have to be in the workplace. This could be anywhere. This could be in friendships. This could be in family, in group communities. There could be someone there who they just don't listen. I don't know how else to put it. Like, they just don't think about other people. It's a lack of empathy. And it's like, oh, well, this is the way that I feel called to do it. So, that's how it is. It's not thinking about alternate perspectives and how other people may feel in that situation. So you might be dealing with someone like that. And you know what? I feel guided to say, Libra, like, it's okay to gatekeep sometimes. It is okay to exclude people who are like this, okay? It's important to gatekeep at times because sometimes you create a beautiful community or something really beautiful for yourself, and you don't necessarily want anyone to have access to that. That can really ruin things for the group. And it's it's funny because last week someone kept saying that I kept using Chappell Roan references for everything, and then of course another one came to my mind. She was saying that she's doing nothing currently to try to grow her audience or grow as an artist because she has a lot of creepy stalkers going after her right now. And it's like that, like, those types of people ruin the experience for everyone else. So on a smaller scale, it's important for you to speak up, speak out, and speak against anyone in your life who you just feel like is ruining the vibe or is not showing up in a way that is healthy. It's okay sometimes. Like, it's not always catty and mean to say, hey, I would like it if you would not show up to this event because your vibe, like, you're just clashing with everyone, and like, that's okay sometimes. Yeah. I don't know how else to put it. Like, there's a line, obviously. There's a point where it just becomes mean for the sake of being mean, but I definitely feel like you're not near that line at all, and it would not be totally outrageous of you to speak out against something or someone that's bothering you. We have the Four of Swords coming out in reverse, and this is actually a card of rest and resting in your laurels, as they say. Taking the time to reflect and meditate after a lot of like action and loudness in the world has taken place. So after a lot has been going on for you, you've been working hard, you've been doing a lot, make some time this week to just rest, relax, and reflect. We have the Queen of Swords coming out in reverse. Okay, so two queens, both in reverse. This is definitely pointing to a conflict, not getting along with someone here. And you're the Queen of Swords, so this is a conflict between you and someone else, like where you are just bothered by this person. This person could be an earth sign. They don't have to be, though. This would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And they could be of a similar gender of whatever your gender expression is, but they don't have to as well. Just keep those things in mind, but it's not like a definite guaranteed. Could also be opposite gender, could also be, any sign. Anyways, yeah, you're not necessarily wanting to be this stern. I feel like every air sign has like a stern side to them. Like, don't mess with me. It's like when someone crosses a certain threshold with you, you're just mean. And that's good. That's okay. We need healthy anger and we need stern boundaries sometimes. And I feel like this week is calling for you to perhaps have some of that come through to protect the actual peace. Staying silent is not protecting the peace. And then we have the Eight of Coins coming out in reverse. Yeah, it's like I tried so hard and put so much effort and energy into making this group, this community, this event, like, spectacular. I just don't want someone problematic to come through and ruin it, or I just don't want something stupid to mess it all up. I'm getting that sort of message here. It's like I worked hard to get into this job, and I don't want this problematic coworker to ruin it for me and ruin my peace, ruin my happiness. Speak out against it, for sure. Absolutely. So this is definitely a week, Libra, to speak your mind in all of the ways. And this is also a week where I would highly recommend watching for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, because there is more to your week than just this one situation.
Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there. And I'll also link down below Li Chen, which is a website where you can get furniture, who, gave me this free desk. So check it out. Bye-bye.